What is good? I made a bunch of changes to my OBS. Need to make sure this is good to go. All right. Need to check sound for sure. Need to make sure my sound isn't going on YouTube. I separated all my audio tracks out. And I want to just do a sound check in general. Nice. Okay, I think that worked. I don't see nothing new. It was mostly just OBS stuff. Because my audio, let me just make sure my game audio's going on YouTube. Before I had my game audio muted on YouTube, which is kind of lame for those guys. All they could hear is my voice, and I just like muted my desktop. Damn, still no sound on YouTube. Bro, this audio track shit is confusing as fuck. Mm-mm-mm. All right, how about Twitch? Okay, so that has music. Does it have game sound? Does have game sound? All right, nice. How's it going, Tim, by the way? Yeah, I don't know. I'll try and fix the YouTube. Mm-mm-mm. I mean, I guess Twitch is good. YouTube's just going to be audio. I'll see if I can fix it, but everything else seems good. All right. Well, I'm gonna map around a bit, I guess. I just put out that video, so people are probably interested to see. I only showed the shitty version, so hang out for a little bit, see if anyone hops in. I get some maps though. Oh, these are all not dunes. Oops. Let's get a bit of maps. This guy's hideout is crazy laggy. I'm on the end game version right now, or phase 2, I guess you would call it, because well, I'm in standard now, and I don't know where all my shit went. It's lost in tabs for life. We'll never find it again. I'm so laggy. Let me shut some of this shit down. FPS is struggling. Yeah, it's much better. I'm curious, what does it sound like compared to my voice? I'm just gonna echo forever. I think that's okay. I have to cut this entire expedition off. This is pretty shit one. I'm hoping with the new support gem that we get, that'll make a big difference, right? We'll be running on a 7 link, and then also getting that improving that amulet with the essence of desolation should make this quite a bit better. I did more testing after I made that video with the poison berry. This is more of a on paper kind of thing. I was like, oh, it's just a lot more damage, looks good. And then when I did it in testing, it didn't feel awesome. Like the damage is definitely way better, but I feel like I'm doing a lot of speed tanking with this build, and you go much slower without the Quicksilver Flask. So I don't know about the tincture. Maybe I'll use it just to start the build out, but I want to be getting out of it pretty quickly. It's a lot of damage. Unfortunate. Was he Soul Eater? I think I hit so damn hard. Yeah, the full eaters are fucking tough on Expedition, huh? I could still get a few more damage. Actually, I can get a lot more damage than what I have right now, but um, it's going to be it'd probably be expensive though. I think the 7 link is going to be. I don't know. I don't think Viper Strike of the Mom is going to be very expensive because I don't think that many people are playing this. But I think the coin itself to roll the support gem is going to be stupid expensive, and it's a pretty low chance to hit, but it is a shit ton of damage. And then I think that Essence of Desolation is fucking nutty, dude. It's a lot of damage. I could go Tincture. I'll try a few with Tincture. I haven't tested the Tincture too much yet. I think I made a decision on the bleeds. I think what I'm going to do is hmm, that's just rough, dude. Bleed, regen, Soul Eater. Even the Tincture isn't enough to do anything to him. I also can't curse him, which is a fuck ton of damage. Yeah, whatever. I just loot and leave on this one. Soul Eater might just be too much, depending on the conditions. All play member of Propagation seems broken as fuck. There got to be a farm with that. I haven't even looked at it. I wasn't. I paid attention to a lot this league, but I didn't pay attention to everything. That's for sure. I was mostly just working on this build and like trying to see how soon I could get into Expedition with 8 mod maps. I just don't like this thing, man. It just feels bad. How far out are we going here? It's just this one and this one over to the side, right? I was testing some essences in standard with calcification, adaptation, propagation. I got some giga essences, 68 modifiers. Damn. How many essences are you getting off the boss then when you run that? Essence is probably good just because I think I mean Essence is always good, right? It depends on the breeze tree probably isn't as good as it was before, so that'll help boost it up. But then also the Essence of Desolation is probably going to be in pretty high demand, I would think, right? There's a few builds that I've seen using that. And since you have to do it in the Mirage, I imagine it's going to be pretty rare, so not super rare, but like if you're not running a pure Essence farm, you're probably not going to see it. So it could make Essence pretty good to begin with. On the league start. I still think Tree is just going to be really good, though. I'm still undecided what my mechanic's going to be, but I'm thinking it's going to be Breach Tree. I kind of want to try it. But I think just going safe with Blight might be the move, to be honest. Because if the Breach Tree is good, I don't know. I'm kind of split on it, right? Because like if the Breach Tree is good, then I'll be able to get a lot of good gear from it, but so will everybody else. So are the rares going to be devalued? Like how many people are going to be running the Breach Tree, right? Whereas if you go something easy like Blight, it's pretty fast. During a map, it's guaranteed to drop you a bunch of bubblegum. Like no matter what, it's going to be valuable, right? Versus the tree is a little bit more of a gamble, but hard to say. I think I made a decision on the bleed because like I was messing around with this. I did a lot more testing with the starter version. Damn, is that hard? I did a lot more testing with the starter version than I did the endgame version, but you know the numbers are like triple what the starter is, so it should just be better. I mean, I can. It definitely is better. This feels better. But as I was messing around with it more tonight, the bleed is a bigger problem than I realized. Like you're rolling bleed on like 50% of your expeditions. It feels like. But dropping the Immortal Call kind of feels like shit. So I think I'm just gonna run a hard cast Steel Skin, which like Immortal Call put it on cooldown, but it still gives me bleed immunity a lot and is really, really helpful, it seems. It's a lot of attack speed. Whenever they double and triple, oh, it's only one? Damn. Maybe that rare was hasted. Whenever they double and triple up that attack speed, it gets a little spooky. I've learned my lesson from putting my portal next to the expedition because when you come back in the map, your flasks aren't up, your fortification isn't up, your endurance charges aren't up, and you start getting fucking one tapped back to back to back. You need to drop it a little bit further away. It's been so long since I've done an expedition league start, like 2020, dude. It's the last time I league started expedition with Grimrose corrupting fever gladiator build. They regen so fast, dude. Like when they have that 4 second regen, you have such little time to reapply the poison to stop the regen from disease vector. It feels like. Luckily, by that time, it's only one rare left. It's usually just like one tanky rare out of the bunch, but so you're not taking a bunch of extra damage, right? But it's still annoying. This league's gonna be a banger. This league's gonna be insane, dude, for sure. I think expedition is gonna be like beyond cracked once you start adding in the mirages and shit. Yeah, man, it's gonna be a good one. The new mapping system is so damn good, bro. Like I think being able to get to tier 16 maps is gonna be so fast compared to other leagues. And the Mirage just looks fun. I'm curious to see what it actually looks like once you get inside of it, but yeah, it looks like a lot of fun. I think I'll probably block all the league mechanics so that I guarantee it on expedition. Just get double value out of every expedition. Guaranteed, right? If nothing else is spawning. Because they said they prioritize it going next to the league mechanics that you have on. Don't have people Discord when we get a chance. It's Neil. Yeah, I'll check it out for sure. I'm not streaming for too long. I kind of just want to do like a sound check and shit. Um, make sure everything's looking good. I made a ton of changes to my stream that I weren't sure if we're gonna work or not. Did that hit not register? I don't think it did. Damn. That's a rough one though. I should probably get some fortification charges before I go back in. Yeah, dude, this is gonna be so much currency, man. Hi Jake, can I do Peaconk and then swap into your Mambo build? 100%, dude. I don't even think the Venom Gyre is a good move, honestly. I mean, I think it's fine. There's definitely nothing wrong with it. I think it's like a B tier build, only because of the single target. It's really just fun to me, but I think literally starting, you can start fucking Lightning Arrow if you want. It doesn't matter at all what you choose. Just, try to pick something that you don't have to put too much currency into so you can save for the other build, right? Because at a certain point, or probably somewhere into day two, I'm just going to completely stop investing in build and use it to farm until I have the gear for this one, and then I'll swap into it. This gameplay that I have here is a lot smoother than what it's going to be on the initial swap. Just keep that in mind. Like, it's going to be a little rocky at the start, right? But I mean, I'm assuming the Scarabs won't be too expensive because I don't think that many builds can do this. But I have seen a bunch popping up that are going to be doing Expedition, so it's kind of hard to gauge that. But most leagues, archaeology is very cheap, right? Because it's just way too hard for most builds. But even if they are expensive, I mean, you get a double dip on it through Mirage, right? So it should be insane. You should be able to go from phase 2 to phase 1 to phase 2 like really quickly. I would think probably within the same day, just depending on how many items are on the market, whether the belt's up yet, or some of the things we'll have to wait on. And we got to corner it again. I think oh shit, I stood in this fucking AoE. I think Peacock is better, honestly, than Venom Gyre. It's what I was gonna league start, but I don't know what it is about Peacock, man. Every time I try to play that, I get to like Act 3 and I'm like, I'm done. I can't play this shit anymore. I just hate it for whatever reason. but it would probably be a much faster league start than what I'm going to do. What certain point can I swap easily? I don't want to brick my build. Phase one. Phase one is where I'm going in. I mean, just look at the POB numbers. You know, if like that doesn't look comfortable to you, then um, pick a point later on. Like maybe after you get the Tides of Time. Tides of Time frees up a lot of passive points as along with the medium clusters. Like you can pull out like I don't know what it is, something like 10 passive points or something like that. So um, that's pretty big. The other big thing is getting the Light of Meaning, just because our energy shield sucks balls so bad with the intelligence nerf. Like 5k energy shield is not great, right? So maybe like a Light of Meaning in the belt, I would say. Maybe wait for that if you're really worried about it not feeling great. Sub shop. I just put out a video. If you want to watch the full thing, I go over this POB. This is the phase 2 version of it. And my YouTube is linked in the should be linked down below. I should have a few more damage than this in the league start. I mean, I 100% will, because I'm not running the 7 link that I'll be able to. I took out the, I'm also not running any Awakens right now, because I just don't know. Have the new exceptionals come out? Like, I really want to see what the exceptionals are, man. I need to know, what those look like. Oh, you know what I haven't been paying attention to? I'm curious about my stream quality. I changed a bunch of shit around. Looks okay. I don't know why my audio track isn't working on YouTube. I gotta figure that out. It's kind of lame not having the game sound on YouTube. The other thing is like I've just been looking at the coins and the log books and shit, right? For how profitable this is going to be, and it's going to be insane from that. But surely, surely we drop way more divines this league and just like natural chaos orbs and shit, right? I also probably won't run a filter this strict, right? Like the amount of essences you get from this shit is usually pretty insane. This is all garbage, but you know the amount of bubblegum currency and screaming essences you get is kind of nuts in a league start, right? My friend played Mambo too, but he uses dagger. What's the difference? The difference is its damage cut down by 20%, and its attack speed cut down by 30%. And from what I've seen, its attack speed is like basically the same as a two-handed sword, right? Almost. It's slightly faster, but it's like not that much crazy or not that crazy. Um, so the difference is the damage is reduced from what it used to be, and instead of crafting one weapon, you'll have to craft two, which the weapon is the most expensive part to craft to get into this. Um, so that'll just make getting in way cheaper, right? But the benefit that it has is you get a little bit of block, which is very nice because you basically 3 out of 4 of these your evasion is just turned off on this. So I'm just relying on fortification and endurance charges to be my defense, right? I may end up swapping daggers later on. It's possible. We'll see how it feels. But as of right now, I've done a bunch of testing with two-handed swords. They feel great. It's cheaper. So, you know, I don't know. Any tips for swordcraft? If you look at the note section, oh shit, I wasn't paying attention. This might be a death. Just reading chat. If you look at the notes section of that POB you just grabbed, it's laid out right there. Aren't pneumatic daggers still better? Are they? Is the POB updated to see the changes? If they are better, like I'll probably make the decision on whether I stay two-handed after I do the starter. Right now, I'm gonna go with the two-handed sword just because I can get into it for 20 divine is being generous, probably more like 25, 30. But if you do a second dagger, then that's another dagger you got to craft. It's like another 8, 10 divine you got to spend, right? So I don't know. But we'll see. Once I have more currency going from running these, I may try out the daggers for sure. Is there anyone that's posted any videos of them actually running Expedition? I don't want to see a POB. I want to see somebody like actually running Expedition, because Expedition looks great on paper, like an Expedition build, but until you actually get in the Expedition and you have every defensive node that you have and all your damage turned off, you know what I mean? Like, there were so many times where I had this looking great on POB and then I get in the Expedition and I just get fucking bodied. I mean, just naturally, the daggers would be better. If they were comparable to the two-handed sword, for sure they're better, right? Just because they give you block, which is huge. Like, even 15, 20% block would be massive on the maps where your evasion's turned off, which is basically every single one of them. Excited about the exalt change. Gonna feel decent to slam some mods on my gear. Yeah, should be good, right? Expedition is back. It sure is, man. I was saying it earlier. I haven't done an Expedition League start since like 2020, dude. It used to be how I started like 4 leagues back to back with it back in the day. I love this mechanic. Before they nerfed Corrupting Fever. Tornado Shot, it was so good. Hell yeah. I'll wait for your dagger update. I mean, to be honest, this feels pretty good to me, dude. I don't know that I will go daggers. We'll have to see. We will have to see. I'm going to have significantly more damage than I have here. I mean, I do still catch the occasional death. I thought it was going to be a little bit better than this, but like maybe 1 in every 10 maps or so, I still die. But half the time it's just because I do something stupid. And if I wanted to, I could get a little bit more tricky by like coming out to some of these outside mobs and getting my fortification up. But who knows? Maybe I'll change my mind when I have a bunch of currency in the game, you know, and maybe I'll test some daggers out and see if they feel better. This is such a horrible placement for that chaos immunity. People still think this build is giga nerfed? Yeah. I mean, it kind of was, to be honest. The medium cluster change was huge. And then that in combination with the daggers, I mean, it was pretty rough. If you swapped out to the two-handed sword, which is what I did when I saw the changes, then it wasn't too bad. I mean, it's still playable even with the medium cluster nerf, but now that that's been reverted, yeah, we're still chilling on this build for sure. You are a god, like a smart god. I appreciate it, man. Thanks. Yo, Jay, do you think a Mana Man would be able to clear these expeditions? I'm kind of worried about the immune to cold node. Um, Immune to cold and lightning. Oh, Well, I mean, every build that you play is going to face immunities, right? Like, I've run into them several times while running these maps, as you've been seeing, and you just have to corner the expedition, right? So one immunity isn't that bad. If you're dealing with two immunities, I think that's a bad build for expedition, big bomb, because there's just that just really reduces how many expeditions you can run because there's immunities on every one, right? So if you're worried about cold and lightning, you're going to run into that constantly. If, however, you can run cold expeditions without the lightning damage and then also run uh, them, or if you can run with cold damage or lightning damage, right? Like if half your damage is cut and you can still clear the expedition, then that's like a giga build, right? Because you basically don't even have to worry about immunities in most cases. But yeah, if losing half your damage is going to stop you from running it, then it's bad. But as far as the build goes, I don't know. I haven't looked into it much. I had some people talking to me about it. Um, hold on, this one's getting a little sweaty here. What the fuck is on this expedition, dude? I didn't pop my fucking seal skin in time. I was sitting there bleeding the whole time. That one was rough. But yeah, I haven't looked into the mana build, the mana man or whatever. I assume you're talking about the one that Lance is making. I briefly watched what he's doing, but I'm just kind of doing my own thing. I mean, the steel skin works okay to get rid of these bleeds, but I'm popping my Immortal Call a lot, which just puts it on cooldown forever. I'm very curious. If I drag him over and they just spread the poison, it's still a little bit better. He's just a monster, dude. As long as I maintain the poison on him, he shouldn't be able to regen, right? He's so fucking brutal, dude. What is on him? I mean, that's just a situation where the seventh support gem and Amulet will help me out, but to be honest, in a regular game, I'm just gonna ignore him and go pick up the loot and leave. Talking about Sushi's Nova Mana Man. Oh, okay. I also have not looked at that. I don't watch that many people's pre-league stuff, to be honest. I kind of just do my own thing a lot of times. I mean, if it's something that I want to play, then I'll look at videos for it. But I don't really I don't really watch a ton of build guides, so I don't know what a lot of people are playing. I'll look at the people that are going to play specters because that's usually relevant to me. And then other than that, I look at like what I want to play or what class I'm going to play. So I have no idea. And kind of like I was saying earlier, until I see somebody actually run expedition on it, it's usually pretty hard to gauge. Like you can kind of gauge it. Does it have block or does it have a lot of mitigation that can't be turned off by expedition? But do I have any idea what I'm going to play after my Mama character? I sure do. I'm going to be playing. Is it corrupt? Yeah. I think I'm missing my enlighten, so I can't have all my auras on, but just turn one off. Turn off discipline. Yeah, I'm gonna be playing Syndicate Operatives. The only thing though, I don't know if they've clarified this anywhere, but they didn't say what the damage conversion is, and I couldn't find the information anywhere. But this is a their physical damage being converted to lightning through the triad grips, and apparently that's a thing now where they reduce that damage drastically. I guess I don't know actually. Why does it keep scrolling down every time I click on a? Do I have any 8 mod maps? I have no idea what the things on this are. It's just some basic shit, I guess. I don't know if I'm gonna farm with this, but I mean, it's kind of a jack of all trades. There's some shit it does insanely good with, and some things it doesn't. Like, it won't be super great at Legion, that's for sure. But yeah, this is uh, this is likely the plan. Hi, J Chat. Hello. I don't know why I said hello back as if I'm J Chat, but hello anyways. Oh, dude, this build is so fun. I didn't think about doing this. Well, I didn't think about doing it at all. Actually, somebody from YouTube gave me the suggestion, and I was like, oh yeah, yeah, good old Syndicate operatives. But I didn't switch into it until the end of the league when I was kind of already done with the league. So it'll be cool actually being able to play it this time. I think I only played it for a few days, and then the league was over for me. Am I starting Spectres? No, I'm starting Venom Gyre. I got a Dunes map, dude. Shield charging in Jungle Valley is garbage. We'll see how this goes. I don't have my discipline on. My ES is dog shit, but shouldn't be too bad. Dude, the visual clarity of these things is just so much fucking better. The damage is actually way better than Syndicate Operatives too, because I went crit. Supposedly the changes are already in effect for the damage conversion, so this should be what the damage is. I think they've already applied them. I think they actually applied them at the end of 3.27. Like shitty at hard. Really? Hmm. Okay, well that's worrisome. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how much the damage conversion buff nerf is. There's no clarification on that at all. I don't know if it's 300% or if it's 30%. I mean, this was 90 million DPS before. Now, not. It seems. I mean, he is ghosted with fucking wisps, but yeah. I also, let me see if I can find my Lighten to put Discipline back on because I'm not even able to leech back in time. Let me do. I'm gonna do an Uber test real quick and see how bad the damage nerf is. Fuck, wait, how much are these going to be on standard? Do. That's fucking expensive, eh? Probably have them in my tabs, but it's okay. This is also like the end game version, right? Like it's got a mirror weapon and shit. Ideally, I would like to swap into these before I get the mirror weapon. Like I'm not gonna. I'm pretty much done with the build at this point. I mean, that's still pretty good. I mean, standing in tentacles is not good, but yeah, I just fucking sucked the game. Holy shit. It's been a little while, eh? Okay. I mean, the damage is there, though. That's what I really care about. Why the fuck was that Tier 17 so tanky, though? Just the ghosts and wisps? Let's see if we can one phase him. I'll probably have to get cheeky and let the DR wear off in the beginning. Wait, what's the move to control your minions again? I can't do it with vectors. I have to. Is it control left click? How do you move your specters? You have to fucking send your specters out to hit the balls, or else you just eat all the AOE from them. I don't know. But that damage wasn't bad. I was able to one phase him before, and now he was on what 15, 20%. So I guess that's roughly what the nerf was to the fizz conversion for specters. I guess I don't know. Kind of hard to tell, but that's my guess based off that. Take out the wisps. I mean, not that this matters. We're definitely not doing any. Not gonna be doing any tier 17 bosses, really, right? This thing will be insane. Okay, the build's fucking trash, dude. Just stay with Wretched Defilers. I don't know. Wait, where are all my resists? Maybe I changed more with the build than I realized when I swapped. Oh, I pulled a cluster out. Okay. Well, that makes sense why I'm getting fucking deleted by so much shit. Missing 30% resists. Okay, well, I have no idea where I'd find a small cluster. But anyways, that's what I'll be playing later on. But I'll actually make it good. Oh, this isn't the. Oh, this is Ben and Jerry. That's right. This shit's pretty fun. I don't know if I really recommend it as a league starter, but I guess maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna play it, but I think there's a lot better league starters than this for sure, from what I've seen. Hopefully you find a fracture with crit or attack speed on it for cheap, but probably pretty unlikely, right? For cheap at least. That was a little ballsy. Forgot I'm not on a 90 max res character anymore. Can't just sit in 30 fucking frost bombs. Elemental hit definitely clears a little bit better for sure, but I don't know, man. When I was playing with it, it just seems so fucking squishy, man. But its single target was way better, that's for sure, for like doing bossing and shit. But it's whatever. I'm only going to be on this until I get 25 divine or so. Shouldn't be too bad. I mean, we should be able to make quite a bit of currency going through the campaign this time, right? Like, without having to spec for Kirak, that's such a big deal. Soul Eaters are a bitch, eh? But yeah, it should be such a big deal for your early game currency making. Like, I feel like if you pick the right strategy, you're almost like guaranteed to make like a few divines before you hit your 16s, right? Like at least two, right? If you do like blight or really anything, honestly, as long as you're actually doing the lead mechanic, it'll slow you down a little bit for your completion, but it'll definitely improve your character a lot. Oh, sorry, I missed your message, dude. Can Spectres do expedition on league start? Um, Not really. They can, but you can't do like a high end version of it. You run into too many issues with the spell block and the max res, I think, and you also run into issues with your Spectre survivability pretty heavily. Um, you run into issues with your own survivability just because they kind of clear a little bit slow, especially as the Forge Frost barriers. No is my answer, to be honest. Like you can get away with some expeditions, but a lot of them are just gonna be too much of a nightmare to run. Like you'd be significantly better off just doing something else. You'll have a lot better luck with it. Ellie hit is based on AOE. Um, well, I was thinking the bow one, right? Elemental hit of the whatever was what I was thinking about playing. I didn't look at just standard Ellie hit. Maybe that'd be better. I've actually never played Ellie hit like the regular one. Maybe that would have been better. I don't know. Venom Jar just looked fun. Now that I think about it, I'm not even 100% sold on my league starter itself. I may change last minute. I know I'm doing Viper Strike. That's really about all I know. Past that, I don't know exactly. No, this is not Expedition. This is Legion. I play a lot of spells and I play a lot of minions. The last time I played a lot of bows, but it was in the past, like 3.20 and shit. So I don't generally stay that up to date on attack builds, to be honest. So I'm not sure like which ones feel awesome on a league start and which ones don't. The Venom Jar felt okay to me. I mean, I know enough that it wasn't amazing. It's like B or C tier, right? Peacock, because I don't like Peacock. That's really the only thing. When I was first deciding to do this, and I had made up my mind that I was going to do Viper Strike, and I started exploring some builds a little bit. Peacock was the first one I tried, but I don't know what it is about the skill, man. I just don't enjoy it at all. I can't make it past Act 3 with it before I'm just like I'm done. I got to go do something else. Maybe I haven't given an honest enough effort. Like maybe if I had tried Peaconka bouncing later on and towards the end game, I would have felt differently. But I don't think I like the targeting of it. I don't like the early game life flask consumption. Like it feels like your life flasks are gone within like 3 seconds of a boss fight. Um, yeah, I mean it's just preference, I guess. I just don't enjoy it, but I know it's good. I know everyone loves it. Just not me for whatever reason. Where did I portal? It's busy bullshit. I didn't even see. I didn't even portal at all. Oh, they're immune. Oh fuck, dude. That shit rolls so much in Expedition. It seems like the invulnerability aura, and it's like worst case scenario for this build. Where is that invulnerability? Nearby. What is it? That looks like the invulnerability one. How long does it fucking last, dude? I don't know what to do about that. I mean, it's not very common, but that's pretty brutal. Trying Peaconk leveling and figuring out when I can swap to Viper Strike ASAP, even if it's not Mamba. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a good play, right? The thing I don't love Viper Strike outside of just Expedition. Like I don't really care for the build other than Expedition. It's fucking awesome at Expedition, and mapping it feels kind of whatever. So if I can't do, I don't know. I don't know what to do about invulnerability aura. But yeah, if I can't do like a mod archaeology, then I don't really want to do anything else because I think you can just make so much more from Legion than you can a lower tier Expedition, right? That's my thoughts on it, at least. Twat? Oh yeah, yeah. I watch. I check out what he's doing a lot. I don't necessarily watch his stuff, but I always pay attention to what he's doing. Um, with Viper Strike, really. Hmm. I mean, yeah, the whole transition for what I'm doing would be so much more smooth if you could do it right. It's kind of feels a little sketchy to change to a build that I haven't played or experimented with at this stage, though. Like I kind of already know what the Venom Jar is going to feel like, but I definitely see what you're saying. It makes total sense, right? Like, why have to save up 20, 25 Divine when you could just slowly ramp up Expedition as you go on the build that you want to play? Like, it does seem a lot more logical than what I'm trying to do. I just don't know that Expedition is going to be anywhere close to Legion without it being like Giga Juiced. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But that's kind of my thoughts or my feelings on it. And while 20, I should have waited longer there. This is way fucking harder to do when streaming than it is just sitting here messing around by myself. But proliferate, bitch. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. I died to spell there, but if I die more than once, like every 10 maps, I probably will swap daggers just for a little bit of block, I think. Surely I can't be evaded, right? It's like the only map I die to is it can't be evaded, but that's a lot of them, unfortunately. Oh, and bleeds. I'd like to find a better solution for bleeds, man, than popping steel skin since it's on cooldown with the Immortal Call. We'll see. When you get high attack speed, slam is OP. Just slam throughout the map, tapping once in a while. Prolift does its work. Oh, okay. So you take off brutality. Wait, so you just fucking leap slamming through with poison prolift? That actually sounds pretty sick, dude. Interesting. Well, when I looked at the numbers though, it seemed like the daggers and the sword were the same attack speed with the 30% nerf. Like it seemed like you couldn't even get much faster. I think it was like 0.1 attacks per second faster or something with daggers. Like it was kind of like whatever. Um, but yeah, I don't know. This thing, I don't know how to get fucking attack speed on this without spending 100 divine. I would love to, but uh, it's not easy. Should be similar. What if I just take off brutality? Why was I running brutality? Was it for reflect maybe? I'm not sure. Just like daggers for attack speed? Yeah, I mean, me too. I agree with you. Oh, you weren't lying. What the fuck? Not so much on the blues, but if I linked like a damage support with this, okay, that's pretty cool. Um, you can one tap with Viper too. One attack is super fast. Yeah, I mean, so I tested the dagger version out at the end of last league, which is why I wanted to play this. I was like, holy shit, this is fucking nuts, dude. Um, but 30% less attack speed is a lot. Like, what do you get for dual wielding? It's only like 10%, right? And then the daggers themselves are faster. I don't know. When I like, do I still have? Let me look real quick. Has POB been updated at all for the new changes? I wonder. It's taking forever to check. I don't think it has. I don't know. Whenever it updates, that's when I'll probably consider the daggers more. Um, as of right now, it saves me 10 divine to not get them. But yeah, I'll I'll probably do it in the later version if they seem worth it. What are my other options for bleed, man? Like, what else can I do for fucking bleed? Because having to sit there and monitor the top left and hit steel skin every single time, I could probably fucking be near deathless if I could get rid of the bleed. I just don't know what I would do. The points are super tight. I'm not really sure where else you can get it. But it's definitely a problem on ES, man. Like a big problem. What's this mastery again? I mean, a bleeding helmet has higher armor than evasion. Armor and evasion mastery. I mean, that would be an easy one if it's nearby, but I don't think it will be. Just throw on a little bit of armor on my helmet. Oh, wait, that wouldn't work. I'm running an ES helmet. What am I saying? It's not going to work at all. Shit. What gave you confidence in this build is watching Tawad's? Yeah. If Mamba's dead, then you can still do normal. I mean, I've already tested this enough that I know it's going to work to farm a shit ton of currency. Ideally, my damage should be much better, but let's say I struggle to get some of the defensive parts together, you know, it just ends up being a pain in the ass, then yeah, I don't know. I know it's going to work on phase one because I've tested it a shit ton, to be honest. The Go finally streaming. How are you? I'm doing good, man. Just bullshitting, testing the stream changes out, and yeah, getting ready for league start, man. Exciting shit. Should be a fun one. Yeah, I guess for me, it's like I'm still gonna have my Venom Gyre, right? So like, if I switch and it turns out I'm not ready for it, then it's gonna suck. It's gonna slow me down, but I'll just respec back into Venom Gyre and farm some more currency. I guess is where I'm at with it. But yeah, I mean, if you're committed to Viper Strike of the Mamba, it would be good to have a backup if you know you hop into Expedition and it's too early. But you know, I'm also trying to run 8 mod archaeology maps, right? Like this shit is hard as hell. If you just drop the Scarab and maybe tune down off 8 mods, your currency is going to be drastically worse. But it'll be like 10 times easier, if not more. Like so, in worst case scenario, I just have to drop some of this down if it doesn't work when I first jump in, right? Oh, you're gonna do Breach with Expedition? That'll probably be pretty good. Yeah. I think I'm leaning towards running Breach early on, right? It's got to still be good. But I don't know. If it is good, then all the gear's going to be cheap again. And it's like, well, I'm just better off farming Divines through fucking. Oops. Sorry. I'm better off farming Divines through like Blight or something. I don't know until I get to Legion. Anything like Spark build from Freshia League this league? I don't know. Not that I could think of. But the question is like, what are you going to farm with it, right? What are my later game plans? It's Syndicate Operatives. I was showing them off a little bit earlier in the stream. You might have to. I don't know if my VODs are published right away now. I have them set to publish, but I have to go in and manually push them out sometimes. Let's figure out what's up with that. But yeah, I think Syndicate Operatives is what I'm looking towards. They look like really fun for my testing last league. Especially now with the tier 16 changes. You know, being like the main farming source this league, I think Syndicate Operatives are going to be absolutely disgusting. It'll probably be one of the fastest builds you can play. What am I going to farm with them? I don't know. I guess we'll have to see what like how the league develops. I mean, you can pretty much do everything. It's a little kind of whatever at Legion, so I probably won't do that. But anything else, it's like S tier at farming. So we'll have to see. Yeah, I don't know. We will see. But oh, look at that stream elements coming through. Big streamer getting his shit figured out. Nice. Yeah, anything like the Spark build though, I'm sure there is, but it was just that Spark build was so good for strong boxes in particular, right? Like I guess it would be good at Breach. There's a handful of farms it would be good at, but why Expedition though? Because I think Expedition is going to be the most insane currency this league, is my guess. I'm a little worried of whether or not I'll be able to use that new Scarab. Like I think that new Scarab might make shit so hard, dude. But um, we'll have to see, man. Even if I can't do the new Scarab, if I can't do the new Scarab, then most likely other people won't be able to as well. At least not for a while. I'm sure there are some better Expedition builds than this that can scale higher than this one, but um, probably not for the first 5 to 7 days, I would guess. So it just depends. If that Scarab ends up making it way too hard, then maybe I won't be able to do it. Maybe I will. We'll have to see. But yeah, even without it, this is just between this and the Mirage, man, the currency is going to be crazy. I don't even. I think the currency is going to be too good to even haggle. I think it'll be worthless to haggle. I think I'm just going to sell the coins. The only thing I might actually haggle with is I might do Tujin, or I'm sorry, not Tujin, but Rog. I'm thinking Quivers with Rog might be kind of cracked, but we'll see. How I feel about the Mama nerfs? Um, well, I'm using a two-handed sword, so the nerfs they don't affect me at all. But the cluster nerf was bad. Now they reverted that, so we're back to our full 300% damage that it used to be. And then yeah, the sword, the daggers don't matter to me at all. I've been talking about it throughout the stream, and other people have been suggesting it. I may switch into them, but starting out, I will not, just because it's way more expensive to craft two weapons than one, and this works great. So yeah, see how it goes. Yeah, this shit doesn't feel good either. I tried a bunch of maps with this, but you just go so damn slow, and I think a lot of my defense is speed tank. So I don't think this really works out, even though it's so much damage. But it's all right. I did all my practice runs without it. It'll be fine without it. But I think you're fucking too sluggish and you get hit by too much, moving around like so damn slow. But all right, the stream looks good. I got a little bit of VOD up so I could show a little bit more playing than I did in that video. It's really hard to gauge Expedition off just 5 maps that I showed in that video, so I wanted to run a little bit more and let people know what it's going to look like. It will look worse than this in the starter gear, like quite a bit worse. But I think the currency is going to be so good that it doesn't matter. I think I'll be in the starting gear for like 4 hours, and then I'll be damn near phase 2, is my guess. I'm hoping that's the way it goes. We'll see. But yeah, it's going to be a fun league start, man. I think I'm going to call it there, though. Go eat some food and rest up. I had to step away from PoE, man. After that league, I just like randomly stopped. I hit a wall, and I was like, dude, I got to take a break, or I'm not going to be ready for next league. Fucking Temple straight into Freshia, and then yeah. But I'll be ready to go tomorrow for sure. Hope to see all you guys there at some point, and good luck with your league start, boys. I am out for now.